Martell Holt is, well, let's just say he's playing house with Ariane Curry. And from what we're hearing, that situation ain't exactly giving fairy tale ending. But before we get to that little soap opera, let's talk about what's been making fans smile from ear to ear lately. Because Melody has been out here serving us nothing but pure joy. Lately, we've been seeing Melody in these candid moments with her kids. Not staged, not overproduced, but real-life little slices of happiness. Whether it's a quick video of them dancing in the living room, laughing over something only they understand, or sharing a goofy inside joke on the way to school, it's the kind of content that makes you pause and think, yeah, she's doing this motherhood thing right. There's a lightness in her eyes that wasn't there a couple years ago during all the chaos with Martell. Back then, you could see the weight on her shoulders. Now, that weight is gone. She's moving differently. She's enjoying her peace. And let's be honest, fans are eating it up. Every time she posts a clip with the kids, the comment section is filled with love. People are calling her an inspiration, a strong mama, a reminder that you can come out of a toxic relationship and still create a happy, thriving home for your children. The support is real, and the glow is undeniable. It's like every smile she shares is a little reminder to Martell of exactly what he lost. And maybe, just maybe, a reminder to Ariane. But while Melody is out here laughing with her babies and making memories, Martell's been looking stressed. And let's be clear, that's not me being shady, that's just what the fans have been saying. Between the ongoing legal drama, the whispers about his relationship with Aronai, and the not-so-subtle digs on social media, it's clear his life isn't exactly matching up to the picture-perfect image he tries to sell. Every time we see him pop up online, it's either to clap back at somebody, post a half-smile selfie that still manages to look annoyed, or to show some forced happy family moment that feels more like damage control than genuine joy. Now, when we get to the heart of this whole mess, the custody battle, it becomes crystal clear that this isn't just about parenting time, it's about control. Martell Holt didn't simply wake up one morning and decide full custody was the best choice for the children. No. From what's being said, this was a calculated legal move that many believe was never really about following through to the end. Think about it. He filed for full custody, a move that instantly painted Melody as unfit in his eyes, at least on paper. Now, I know some of y'all have been following the tea closely, and you've probably seen the little hints that Martell and Ariane are trying to make their relationship more public. But from what I've been hearing, this so-called rollout is not going as planned. The public isn't warming up to them the way they hoped. Instead, it's sparking more side eyes, more judgment, and more comparisons to Melody. And we all know who comes out looking better in those comparisons. Meanwhile, Melody isn't even addressing them directly. She's too busy working, booking appearances, and expanding her brand. She's showing up for her kids' activities, supporting their dreams, and giving them experiences they'll remember for the rest of their lives. That's the kind of subtle flex that speaks louder than any Instagram caption. You don't have to announce you're winning when it's clear you're already living the kind of life your ex wishes they had back. Now here's the thing. The contrast between Melody's life right now and what Martell and Ariane have going on couldn't be any sharper. Melody's calendar is full of business meetings, brand deals, speaking engagements, and still plenty of time for family. She's operating like a woman who finally understands her worth, and she's not letting anybody distract her from her mission. But Martell's calendar seems to be filled with a whole lot of, well, social media lurking, sporadic public appearances, and trying to keep up this picture-perfect front with Ariane. And let's be real, every time Ariane tries to insert herself into the public conversation, it just feels messy. Recently, she's been dropping these little cryptic posts like she's sending subliminals to Melody or trying to clap back at the fans. But here's the problem. Instead of coming across as confident, it comes across as bitter. People see right through it. The more she posts, the more fans start pointing out that she's still obsessed with the woman she claims to be unbothered by. And honestly, if your entire online presence revolves around reacting to your man's ex-wife, that says more than you think it does. Meanwhile, Melody isn't even giving her the time of day, and that's the part fans love. The fact that Melody doesn't even have to address them to stay winning. It's the ultimate silent flex. She's too busy investing in her kids' futures. We've seen her at school events, sports games, dance recitals, and even just out having fun family days. Those kids are smiling, they're thriving, and they're getting to see firsthand what a strong, resilient parent looks like. That's something no social media caption can fake. Now, let's talk about Martell's side of things, because fans have been speculating that he's trying to use this happy couple image with Ariane as a way to distract from some of the heat he's been getting. You've got legal situations popping up, child support whispers floating around, and the overall perception that he's not quite where he thought he'd be by now. Back in the day, Martell carried himself like he was always 10 steps ahead, the one with the upper hand. But now, the vibe is completely different. There's this undertone of scrambling, like he's trying to hold on to a certain image that keeps slipping away from him. And honestly, I think part of the reason it's not working is because the public's memory is long. People remember the years of drama, the interviews, the receipts, the late-night lives, all of it. So when Martell and Ariane try to suddenly present themselves like this happy couple, it's not landing. It feels forced. And fans are quick to remind them that this love story was built on broken trust, broken homes, and broken promises. You can't just repackage that as relationship goals. But here's the irony. While Martell and Ariane seem to be working overtime to prove something to the public, Melody is out here not even trying and still looking like the one who's winning. That's the part that really drives the point home. She's not chasing a narrative, she's living her truth. She's pouring into her kids, into her career, into her faith, and it shows. Fans have pointed out that when you look at Melody's posts compared to Martell and Ariane's, the energy is completely different. Melody's content is uplifting, full of smiles, and about real accomplishments. Martell and Ariane's content often feels reactionary, like it exists to respond to whatever Melody is doing or to whatever the fans are saying. That difference in focus is huge. It's the difference between living for yourself and living for the approval of others. Don't get me wrong, this isn't to say Melody's life is perfect. She's been open about the challenges of being a single mom and running multiple businesses. But the key difference is that she handles her struggles privately. She's not hopping online every 5 minutes to vent, throw shade, or stir the pot. She's intentional about what she shares, and that's why her public image is so solid right now, because people see her as a woman of action, not just woman who talks a lot of goss.